Hello?
Okay, ma'am. This is Mr. Kamau at policebeast.com. You called our office and you indicated that the police were at your house at the time you called, which was a few minutes ago. You said they just left and you had spoken with the police chief. Tell me what happened and give me the name of the police department first.
Okay, it's the Midway Police Department in Gaston County.
Okay. And what did they do that caused you to call us?
Okay, I'm sitting at the house. Just got up, me and my daughter. I warmed up the cheese dip. Hit a big bang on the door. So it kind of startled me. That's just how hard they was beating on the door. So then they did it again, and it was like, police department. So I go to the door with my cheese dip in my hand. And then they was like, we got a call saying that you were over here being abused, you was being beaten, you was held hostage, and you were being raped. And I was like, no. Then they was like, what's your name? I was like, my name Kim Stewart. And then he was like, yep, you called us. And I was like, no, I didn't call you guys. And then they was like, we got a call from somebody. Then they showed me a number, but I didn't get the whole number in my head. They showed me a number, and then I was like, no, that's not my number. They asked me what my number was, and I told them what my number was. I told them I ain't have no phone, but I ain't got no minutes on my phone, but this is my number. So the officer, it was a white guy. I can't remember his name. A white guy. He called the person back who was on the phone who was supposed to have been me. And then he was like, ma'am, you just called and said you were over here at apartment 805 at Okalotney Point getting beaten, you were held hostage, and you were being raped. And then he was like, I'm standing at the door talking to a lady right now. She's very startled, and she's saying she didn't call. And then he was like, you are Kimberly Stewart, right? And then I guess whoever was on the phone was like, yeah. And then I was like, well, that right there should let y'all know that that wasn't me who called. You know, so then by that time, whoever it was on the phone, they hung up. You know, so Officer Murray, instead of him just calling his troops off to leave, he's want to be all big and bad and bold and want to start threatening me, telling me he going to take me to jail and how he's going to be watching me and how I'm harboring a fugitive. And I'm like, how am I harboring a fugitive? He like, well, we got a complaint. You said that he was over here holding you hostage and he was raping you. And I'm like, no, I said, you clearly just got off the phone with whoever that was pretending to be me, but yet and still you still want to go on with this. And then he was like, well, I got a search warrant. I'm coming in. And I was like, no, you're not coming in. I was like, can you show me a search warrant? But he couldn't show me a search warrant, so he didn't come in. So I came in my house, and he was just telling me how he was going to get me and telling me how dumb I was. And I was like, how am I dumb? You know, and then I just got tired of hearing it. So I went in the house, and I closed the door. You know, so then they went outside, and they just stood around. They went over to my office building, and ain't no telling what they done told them. You know, and it all started because a while ago, me and the person who they're talking about, we had got into it, you know, and I had to end up going to the hospital. You know, I told them at the hospital I did not want to file any charges. You know, so the hospital took it upon themselves to just send somebody to the doctor where I was at, which was Officer Murray. You know, not to mention this was a whole week, a week and a half after the incident was supposed to have happened. You feel me? So I'm at the doctor. He came and took me out the doctor and told me that I had to press charges. He basically pressured me into filing charges against this man. I told him I didn't want to do it. He made me press charges against the man, you know, and he told me he was going to get his ASS. You know, for some reason, he don't like the man. For some reason, he don't even know him, but he just don't like him. Mm-hmm. You know, so we was going through all that court stuff or whatnot, and I had the charges dropped because I felt like the situation wasn't that serious. You know, so I had the charges dropped. You know, and he got mad. He got mad at me because I had the charges dropped. So he would be calling my neighbors. My neighbors told me, yeah, Officer Murray called me today asking me, have you seen that boy over there, and telling me how bad he going to get his ASS. He just going to get it. You know, and this is not the first time. You he told me if I didn't press charges, he was gonna get his ASS anyway.
So he's
That's what he
basically
told me.
he's harassing you because he wants you to proceed with the complaint that you don't even want to file.
Exactly.
Okay, and the
Yes.
man that he's going after is a former boyfriend or something, a friend of yours. Is that who he's going after?
Yes.
Okay,
And it's all
okay,
and it's all for nothing.
okay. Do you have the police department's phone number there?
In Midway, no, I do not, but I can probably get it for you
No, no. Hang on a second.
real quick. I can.
No, it's okay. You can. It's in Florida, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Search the internet for Midway Police Department, Florida. All right. In the meantime, what I want to do is ask you a few more questions. So, how long has this
Okay.
threatening behavior been going on? Has he done this to you before? Is it something? This is the first
He was,
time?
I'm really sorry about
it
this,
did.
but I
It
can't
didn't start until after I had those charges dropped.
Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna pull up
Once
this.
I had those charges.
Hang on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Just a minute. Midway. Okay, I have it. Just a moment.
Okay.
And you said you talked to the chief, right?
Chief Tim somebody.
Okay, just a minute. And you haven't gone to the police department yet, is that right?
No, I haven't went yet. I
Okay.
waited until I talked to you.
All right, and your name is Miss Stewart, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Stewart. And what the officer's name is Murray?
Yeah, that's the officer who's causing all this.
What does he look like? Is he black,
Okay.
white? What's his height, weight? What does he look like?
He's black, kind of like a medium brown complexion, has like real slick light hair.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very mean man.
Okay, how
He
old is
went
he?
on to call me.
How old is he?
Probably about 50, 60 maybe.
Okay. All right, stand by for a minute.
Okay.
And I'm calling the police department right now.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know if they're going to answer, but if they don't, I will call them back.
Okay.
Hello?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. I'm trying to see if the police answered the phone. Hello?
Oh, okay.
No, they didn't answer. All right, so listen, I'm going to call them back, but if you're going to go down there, let me just give you a couple of ground rules, okay?
Okay.
All right, if they ask you questions, feel free to answer any questions about how he behaved, but if they start trying to turn this around and asking you more questions about you and what you did or didn't do, then you should not go any further with them. You can just call me and I'll get on the phone with them and explain what you're trying to tell them because I completely understand what you're saying. So if he was behaving that way, I can tell you right now it's not legal. It's not professional. You can't talk to people that way, and you can't intimidate and bully someone into being a witness. In some instances, you are required to testify, report, or do other things. This is not one of them. You do have options even as a victim, and for him to basically threaten you because a case didn't go forward is completely inappropriate. So what I want you to do is you have my number, but more importantly, you need to go to our website, and if you have a friend or if you have a computer, get on policeabuse.com, fill out a complaint form, and we will fill out or send a complaint in on top of whatever you tell the police chief. And if they come back to your house
Okay.
today, or if that officer comes back, you call us back and we'll deal with it at that moment. You can put him on the phone with me.
Okay.
All right?
All right. I
And
really do appreciate you.
no problem. When you go down there, you tell the police chief that the video of your complaint is on the front page of policeabuse.com right now. Like your video is playing, right? There are people actually watching right now while I'm talking to you. They can see it and hear
Okay,
everything.
good.
Yeah, and so they heard the whole story. It's out now. I'm going to leave it on the front page. You just go down there and let me know but later today that you made it in and out of there safely. Call us back and just tell the receptionist, oh, Mr. Kamal said to just let you know everything's okay. I made my complaint safely and there's not a problem. And if she tells me otherwise, then I'm going to be calling you.
Okay.
All right?
And your name was Mr. Kamali?
Mr. Kamal.
Okay, Mr. Kamal. Okay.
Okay?
I really do appreciate all your help.
All right, you take care. Have a great day and call us back if you need us.
All right, I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye-bye.